Praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome to On Point, the number one Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on any smart device at David G. Evans, the number one. That's at David G. Evans, the number one. We're so glad you're joining us today as we're going to have another stimulating conversation, always from a biblical foundation, but also giving you the wisdom, that biblical wisdom for how to navigate the times in which you live. The Bible says that the sons of Issachar understood the times and knew what to do. And they got most of their wisdom from the existing Word of God at their time. So we know that God's Word will allow us and guide us, allow us to be guided through whatever turbulent times or good times that we find ourselves in, challenging times, those times that we don't understand. The Bible gives us understanding of the times. Not just so you say, I know, but you know exactly what to do. So won't you invite somebody to join us today, join our conversation as you always do. We need you to like us. We need at least 1,000 likes today. Subscribe to us. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it does help us with the algorithm. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know every time we're coming on with one of these great conversations. To all our legacy callers, we thank you for being so faithful. To our new callers, first-time callers, second-time callers, give us a call today, 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. That's 866-74-EVANS. We'd love you to give us a call. It's toll-free anywhere in the world. We'd like to hear from you today. Of course, joining us once again is our world-famous co-host, Reverend Nicholas A. Smith.
Good morning.
Hey, man.
How you doing?
How you doing? We got a studio audience today?
Yes. Yes. Clap. No, I'm playing.
A studio audience. So, there's a lot going on. We might as well get into it. Something that has had my attention, of course, has been the Epstein matter. Mm-hmm. And we understand how heinous the entire situation is. Mm. But I wonder who's handling on the administration side the management of this issue. I would think they would try to manage it in a way to minimize involvement and responsibility. Mm-hmm. But they keep doing things that signal we have to do whatever we need to do to hide this. I wonder, especially from the nationalistic Christian national people, the evangelicals, I wonder how they're going to fix in their minds and explain away that Miss Maxwell has been moved to a country club enclosure, no gates, no restrictions, walk on and off like you want to. How they're going to justify that even when the facility is not allowed to take child molesters.
Okay.
It looks like no one's driving this bus. And every move they make is incriminating them even further. So I think even the most ardent supporters at this time are admitting to themselves they're trying to hide something.
Yeah.
Well, common sense to me, and I'm ready to be corrected, if it was an opponent, there'd be no need to try to hide anything.
Yep.
Somebody they didn't like, there'd be I'm sure they would release everything that was there. So the only common sense, the only Sherlock Holmesian conclusion you can come up with, after all of that has been dismissed, something is there that's damaging to a small group of important people, which could include people from the present administration. And I'm not sure if they can dig their way out of this one now.
Yeah. To me, partially, could be wrong here. Part of their hubris, if you're used to getting away with things,
Absolutely.
they kind of have this assumption that eventually it'll go away.
Yeah.
Problem is, their folk don't want this to go away. Well,
No.
a portion of this base,
Right.
put it that way.
the
don't
most
want this to
radical
go.
side of the base.
Yeah, they're like, whatever.
There seems to be a line
Yeah.
drawn right here.
Yeah.
You know, just no.
That's too far.
Yeah, that's no. We're not doing it. And I think the Maxwell thing is going to add more fuel to the fire than because it's so obvious they're trying to protect someone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and try to keep things set because if it was the Clintons,
Oh,
they would have went. You know,
if it was anybody but anyone from the present administration,
yeah, it'd be all of them.
Yeah.
But there are people who are like, look, they said this is too far. Y'all need to have an explanation for this. You said you were going to release it. Release it. And now you're going against your word. But, I mean, look, I'll give it to them. They know how to tout their narrative to help silence one they don't want.
Yeah, but I think you can't create the narrative.
Yeah.
And then say it's a hoax.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They're trying their best, but their folk are still saying, nah. And, again, it went back to the Epstein thing was pretty much quiet until Elon Musk made that tweet. And then all of a sudden, it blew up. And
evidently he knows something. I mean, he had access to a lot of things that most normal people in the United States wouldn't have. But I feel like if the opponents were going to be destroyed by this, they would have released it months ago.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Totally agree with you.
Okay.
It came out at first administration.
Leaked on purpose or otherwise, it would be released. It would be public knowledge by now. But you can't say, we have everything. And then once your people start looking at it.
We can't find it now.
Now it's a hoax.
We can't find the list.
And that, we have it, we're going to release it, and it's a hoax, came out of the same mouth. Okay.
I know. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I wonder what they gave Maxwell to keep her quiet.
Let her live.
Yeah. And just something's.
Let her live.
You
know, here's what I think. The strength of your leverage can be measured by the amount of public flack you're willing to take to give the leverage.
Yeah.
So she wants to be moved, and she wants to be moved to a place where corporate criminals go, where there's no chance of them running away.
Yeah.
So there's no gates, there's no bars, there's none of that. As a matter of fact, they have an interactive dog training program with the university, which is right down the street. So she's in an enclosure. She's on a campus, in a dormitory.
Yeah.
There are no violent criminals there. She's probably the only criminal there who's in jail because of trafficking and all that stuff. So she's there. So she immediately wanted to be removed from a regular jail. Within days of the meeting, she's gone. And then suddenly, she's silent.
Because it could be one of those things. Look, y'all do something to me. This is, you got people on the side that will release the information if something ever happens to me.
Her family.
And try.
So this tells me the kind of leverage she has. Because we can't bring somebody back who we've mistakenly sent overseas. But we can move a prisoner who absolutely is guilty, proven so. But my thing is, if nothing happened, why is she in jail?
Exactly. Now, we're making too much common sense now. Every time we go here, I always got to remind myself.
Okay.
This is logic.
Yeah.
What we're talking about does not fit into the realm of logic at all.
But you know what? I think another thing that it says is absolutely how gullible the electorate is. And they're depending on that this may not be the gullibility of the electorate. We can tell them anything, and they'll just believe it. The problem with that is you don't know where people's internal lines are drawn. And this seems to be a big deal it should be a big deal to the evangelical Christians. And I think that Mr. Johnson told everybody to go home. And that's somewhat of a contradiction because you're upset with the Democrats that left Texas because they didn't want to they didn't want to stay around and watch you vote them out of their seats. Now, that only, that makes, that's as crazy as you hit me. Well, you hit me first. What did you expect me to do?
Yeah.
All right. So they're screaming because the Democrats left Texas. Mm-hmm. But they're not screaming because the whole Republican Party left early for the August recess. It wasn't even August yet.
Mm-hmm. They believe they're on the side of right.
I don't believe
whatever
they
do.
I don't believe
I'm talking about the right as race of power.
Yeah, okay.
That kind of power.
Yeah, because they know they're wrong.
Most of them know they're wrong, But it's my side is the right way. Power move. We're going to do what we want to do to maintain control. So all this stuff with the redistricting, the census, all that stuff, they're getting ready for 2026. Mm-hmm. So they make sure they don't lose those midterms.
And I also think that they're fully aware. Mm. Maybe they underestimated the ire they want to create by putting all this stuff out. Because I actually think they would have had no midterm problem if they hadn't put Project 2025 in place before. Mm-hmm. But I think they decided that the timing of the implementation of all the things, they're taking away Medicare, this food stamps, all that other stuff, the timing of it, I think they thought, okay, let's do it afterwards. Let's pass the bill now. Let's do it afterwards. We're going to implement everything after the election. Yeah. But I think if they had just waited, they wouldn't have had a problem with the midterms. And they could have sped up the timeline after the midterms. But I continually think people think God is not moving. But if you look at the leaders that were corrupt in the Bible, it looked like they were getting away with stuff. Yep. From Egypt to Pharaoh to Saul, you name it. That silent hand of God. Yep. Unbelievable, man.
He'll let stuff play out.
Yes, sir.
And the Book of Judges. Ups, downs, doing good, doing bad.
Absolutely.
He'll let it play out. And the hard part is waiting for God to let the timeline play out.
Because the reality is that he's got to do something. There's no way they could plan to be this cruel and a living God just say, okay, I'm going to just let that happen. There's no way. So we're watching. The IRS is kind of like, the government's kind of like, they say when the government is silent, there's only one reason they're silent. It's when they're doing something, they're working. Yeah. And I believe that we're seeing the other problem that God has is that people are hard to convince. So it looks to me like there's going to be so much evidence piling up that even supporters of this administration will not be able to deny that something foul has happened. Yeah. And all this stuff is adding up. And I saw this Jermichael guy on he's a Republican. Okay. And he was all, pro, and then he said something that wasn't really anti-administration. He just defended the fact that Republicans were having a hard time. And he lost his job at the White House. They ushered him out. They fired him and took him out. That was with the previous administration. So yesterday I see him on TV, and he's trying to defend the way immigration is happening. He's defending the way people. Nobody has a problem with we don't want criminals here, But if you don't want criminals here, you can't just talk about immigrants.
Yes. Talk about all of them.
And you talk about murders and heinous crimes. You cannot limit that to people of color. Matter of fact, the most spectacular stuff is normally done. Okay, so I'm finding it ironic that they're continuing to say, "I know you saw me do it. I know you heard me say it." But your ears are not telling you the truth. Yeah. Your eyes are not telling you the truth. Yeah. I know we have it on tape, but I need you to understand that entire conversation is taken out of context. Yep. The context is right thing to do. Yeah. It is taken out of the right thing to do. Yes. It's in the wrong thing and it's playing. So I just, and this redistricting thing, I've been listening to that very keenly.
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought if you know you can't win honestly, you're cheap.
Yep.
We're seeing it nationally displayed. They know they can't win honestly. Because Texas is 61% minorities.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There are more African Americans in Texas, in that state, than any other state in the country.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
61% of the population.
Yep. But the crazy thing is, the majority of Texas is conservative.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't voted for a Democratic governor in, I don't even remember, I can't even tell you the last time it was. The places that they're doing this is just those little small slivers of where Democrats are.
Yeah.
To me, it's like we're trying to totally get y'all out of here.
They are.
Which, again, is going to cause a rebellion from...
But the rebellion's wrong.
Yeah.
See, that's what's blowing my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to do it in California. Mm-hmm. You need to stand back and watch us do it. Mm-hmm. So now the radical people are not the folk in the Republican Party that are redistricting. Mm-hmm. The radical folk are the Democrats who are reacting to what they did, which is totally stupid. So what they're used to, though, is Democrats standing back, yelling and screaming, and watching them do what they want to do.
Yeah. But it's going to be... It's going to be something, because if Gavin Newsom, governor of California, watches and says, okay, Texas, you are redistricted. All of Northern California, where there's a little more conservatives, they're going to try to redistrict that. And let's create some more Democratic seats. But the problem is, where does it stop? Because then one state's going to do it. Florida's talking about doing it. Well, it's going to be a nonstop.
I think the problem
power play.
I think the problem is the states with the most seats are Democratic. So they're afraid that the Democratic states will do it, and there'll be nothing they can do about it. So what they really thought was going to happen, these guys are not going. They're just limp-wristed. They're just weak. They're not going to do anything. They'll scream, but they're not going to do anything to counter. So what happens is you've got a bully that got punched in the face, and the bully's like shocked. You can't do that. Well, you just did it.
You just did it. You started it. Because most redistricting is not done by, I'm talking about for political purposes, votes aren't done by people that are Democrats. North Carolina, the big thing there, Georgia, those were all conservatives. But again, like you're right, it's I did something to you and I'm mad you responded to what I did.
You actually going to fight back?
Yeah.
I'm offended.
Yeah. How could you? How dare you? Don't you know who I am?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know who you are. That's why I'm responding.
Unbelievable. 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on any smart device. Why don't you give us a call, tell us what you think about what we're talking about today, or there may be another subject you want to bring up as we go through our list of items that we think are pertinent to you and I from a regional and a national and international basis. Robin's on the line. There's several lines open. You can give us a call, 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. They're really going far with this. They're talking about a new census that excludes undocumented immigrants. Now, we know that category of undocumented immigrants does not just include undocumented immigrants. They're putting people in jail who were born here. Now, the censuses are usually done every 10 years, like you've written, but they want to do it now. Like the redistricting is usually done every 10 years, but they're trying to do it now. I think they know for real. Why do they think that their supporters are going to support them through this Epstein thing?
Because they went along with the ride.
Even though some of the voices are saying this is, you know, this cover-up is Rogan and all those guys are, they've gone, their hair's on fire about this thing.
Unless they lean to, they know how their people are. They'll complain. When it comes down to the voters' booth, they're going to, they may not like me, but they hate these people more.
So it's the Sadducees
So
and Pharisees.
they'll go with us because they dislike this person more.
Yeah.
And
But I'm not sure how do Christian nationalists vote to suppress this?
Yeah.
When they know, I'm sure they're aware of the evidence that's in.
Yeah. From their mind, everything else they're getting, I'm completely against this. But everything else I'm getting over here outweighs.
Now maybe that just seems like a contradiction to me.
It is a contradiction.
Okay.
It is.
And from their point of view, especially since they got this whole righteousness thing working, that seems to be, it's almost like they're selling themselves out too far this time. The other thing that bothers me is that American Christianity is supposed to be a model for the rest of the world. And there are Christian pockets in other parts of the world.
They're the real models.
That are now confused.
Yeah.
Like, okay, because they're coming under fire. You guys model your church after these people's churches. And you have these people like Speaker Johnson who I need to call my guys in New Orleans and find out about this guy because something about him.
Yeah. Their brand of Christianity.
Okay.
Calling it their brand for a reason doesn't really line up to a proper scriptural interpretation.
Oh, no.
So that's why I call it their brand of it. Because I
think
can't
they're
really
proof
call
texters.
it. Yeah, they can't really call it Jesus walking disciple Christianity. You know, the way they talk about their wives submitting, it's more about power than it is about I'm with a partner.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's because in this one guy, these movements, these pockets, like there's certain like documentaries of people that they're learning from.
Yeah.
Like they got guys where if your wife gets out of line, you can spank her. I mean, stuff like that. And they're testifying about this stuff. No lie, hand to God, patriarchy, like almost like Handmaid's Tales.
Okay.
But it's really about power move and having men in charge.
So do you think that, so what they've done, like other groups have done throughout all history, is proof text their belief. But you have to ignore the other thing. Whatever contradicts, we just don't deal with that.
Yeah.
I had a conversation about 20 years ago with some of my Jesus-only friends. And I asked a few questions. And since we were friends, we just had a disagreement over, something silly like, Jesus, God, and Jesus only. If it's Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, you ain't saved and all that. We were there. So we finally kept talking. And the conversation boiled down to where we were at a point of agreement. And I said, so you're admitting that this is in your Bible. How do you deal with that? And they simply said, we don't.
They don't.
And I believe that's what we're seeing from our political leaders who are part of this Christian nationalist movement. They found parts of the Bible to either support discrimination, cruelty, love your neighbor. They talk about the neighbor next door to your house, not the neighbor that God was talking about. So that they're molding God's word to fit, because to admit they're wrong destabilizes their position. Okay.
And every time in history, it without fail, whenever Christianity and the government get in bed together, it always falls apart.
Wow.
And government isn't the one that makes the compromise. It's the Christian.
Absolutely, every time.
It never works out. So this whole we need Bible Christians running the country, it never works.
No. And I think in the Bible, Jesus tells his people, come out from among them. And I realized a long time ago is that the reason he does that is because we won't influence them. They'll influence us. So you guys got to stay separate or you'll get tempted by that. It's like when I had a conversation with one of our prominent preachers, and he had desires of being a secular success also. And every time he forayed, he went so far And then they smacked him in his face, and he came back. And I was having a conversation with him, and I said, look, you can go over there and get the resources, but you got to know how to come back to the kingdom. I said, you can't decide, I want that, I'm giving up this, I'm going over there. And repeatedly, and he's been hurt by thinking that they'll never stop thinking of him as a man of God. He's the preacher that's over there.
Yeah.
You know, and we have to understand that if we're kingdom, you know, we can go into the marketplace. Yeah. But we can't lose ourselves in the marketplace.
No.
Okay.
Jesus said, my kingdom is not of this world. And he meant it.
That's what he meant.
They tried to make him king, and the Bible says he got out of Dodge. You're not going to make me king by force.
No.
And that's what we're seeing.
And the biggest mistake, one of the biggest mistakes Israel ever made was when they decided they didn't want God as their king, and they elected Saul. Even after they knew how Saul was, that we want to have a king like everybody else. Remarkably similar to what we're going through now. 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267, 866-74-EVANS. Give us a call. Let's go to Robin on line 1. Hey, Robin, how are you?
Good morning, Bishop. Good morning, Bishop Bethany. How y'all doing this morning?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm enjoying the conversation, everything that y'all was talking about, and I'm telling you that Jasmine Crockett, man, she on fire.
They're trying to get rid of her.
I know.
Her district is one of those districts they're trying to eliminate in Texas.
I know, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. So, like you say, evil shall not prevail.
Yeah, but people have to get involved.
Yeah.
You can't
That's
sit
right.
home. It's silly to complain, but exclude yourself from process. And I think the Texas problem that they're having should cure the apathy of a lot of people. Because my feeling is, and I'm ready to be corrected, if your vote didn't matter, why are they going through all these changes to make sure you can? If your vote, but our people not getting
They don't think like that.
You know, so why are they fighting it so hard? Why not just let you go to the poll if it didn't matter?
Yeah.
But some of our people are sitting back saying, you know, I don't vote. That's my form of protest. Are you out of your mind?
Yeah. And then you mad when the results come.
Yeah, for real. That's so true. But, Bishop, I know you are so proud of Pastor Nick. The way he's teaching his through the journey through the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
When he did First Kings, Pastor Nick, oh, my goodness. It's just the way that you're teaching on it. It makes me want to learn more because you're explaining it a way we can understand. And you have a sense of humor, too.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate you taking time to do these.
Sure.
And I know Bishop is just so proud of you, how you've grown and really helping us to learn the word. And I love you for all that you do.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Robin, you know he's especially good with senior citizens, so you fit right in there.
See? You know what, Bishop?
So you fit right in there, Rob.
I got you, Bishop. All right. Oh, my God. That was a good one. That was a good one, Bishop. That was a good one. But Bishop, I just have...
That noonday Bible study is a senior revival.
And I appreciate that. 'Cause
absolutely.
It helps you speak to both groups. You learn them both.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You got to.
Well, really good. But, Bishop, I just have one question that was brought to me.
You've never had just one, but go ahead.
But I do. Oh, didn't you do a message on Scandal?
See?
TV show?
I know.
Say it again.
Didn't you do a message on the TV show Scandal some years ago?
Yeah, I sure did.
I started watching it again, and I see a lot of things that happened in the TV show that's happening now.
Of course.
Yeah, I thought you did because I think I brought that message. So, but my question is, when a person hasn't been in a relationship for years, and now they're interested in dating, or they have someone that's interested in them, what is the best way to start back dating if you haven't been in a relationship for years? You and Pastor Nick's opinion.
I think there are several. I think let's say, for instance, hypothetically, you're that person. Okay, we're not talking about you. Let's say hypothetically, you're that person. So at this stage of your life, you can't afford to make a mistake. Your heart won't take it. Your mind won't take it. So that means that whoever is you have an interest in, that process has to be slow. A lot of people that are older feel like they got to get in a hurry and don't give time and circumstance a chance to reveal the person to them. I think so hypothetically, in your context, you would want to make sure some fundamental things are in place, and not just in a dating situation, but in a conversational situation, because people tend to reveal themselves differently in a dating situation than they do in a regular conversation situation. And somebody that you can't be friends with, it's going to be hard to be romantic with, especially at this stage. When you're younger, that drama is kind of stimulating, but when you get older, drama is a problem. So people have to be vetted a lot more thoroughly at this stage in your life, and make sure that the faith lines up, the work ethic lines up, the meaning of life lines up, because you don't have the energy or the time to unravel that ball of yarn. At the same time, you've got to give it time so the ball of yarn can unravel, because you need to see what's underneath the surface.
Wow. That's exactly what I said. I mean, it's me. That's why I'm asking.
No, we would have never guessed that, Robin.
Right.
We've never guessed that.
I was trying to hide it, but everything you were saying is the exact same thing.
Hide it.
That was a bad hide.
That was like a 2-year-old standing in the middle of the living room with their hands over their eyes. You can't see me. You can't see me. Come on, girl.
No, because I'm 64, and I've grown a lot. Some of the conversations I've had with you and Pastor Nick. So I just wanted to confirm what I was saying, especially communicating, taking your time, make sure that they're a true man of God. Holy Ghost
you're not gonna do
it.
You're not gonna do what we're telling you. You're not gonna do it.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Bishop, yes, because like I said, I'm going to bring them to you. We're going to counsel with you. I'm not doing nothing. I ain't getting married until we sit down with you and Pastor Nick and Reverend Tiffany, too.
By the time you run them through your filter, you will have made up your mind.
You know what, Bishop.
All right, Robin. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, you have a blessed rest of the day.
Bye-bye.
Oh, go Eagles. I know Pastor Nick's not into preseason, but that game was
Thursday.
good.
They play Thursday?
It was a preseason game, yeah.
Okay.
Shador played good last night.
All right.
Shador played good last night.
We need to talk about that, too.
Yeah.
See you, Rob. Talk to y'all later.
All right. 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on any smart device at David G. Evans, #1. Won't you like us, subscribe to us, hit that notification bell. Speaking of football, I'm paying more attention to the Shador Sanders situation probably than I have with any other rookie quarterback. Started out, last night was going to be make or break for him. That requirement and that stress and pressure is not put on any other rookie quarterback. That one game in the beginning of the season without the first team playing was going to make or break his time in the NFL. That was the first thing bugged me. Secondly, it was like, okay, he did good, but you give me the second team, watch this, who I have not played with or worked out with in practice. So you got the scrubs, if there's such a thing in the NFL. You got the JV. Put him in. Obviously, the other team has their veterans mixed in, all that stuff. I thought he did quite well. He controlled the game when he was in. And after they were well ahead, they took him out.
Yeah, because they were down. 2 quarterbacks were hurt. Flacco wasn't going to play. He's 40 years old. He ain't going to play. They had to put him in. And they don't get this boy been playing since he was young. Who his father is, he is poised. He's
The comments that I heard,
Mm-hmm.
I know full well.
Yeah.
The standard for evaluation. They couldn't deny the score.
That first touchdown, tight window. That was a pro throw.
And
like,
they saw it.
Yeah.
Couldn't deny the score. Couldn't deny his poise. Couldn't deny that he brought the team back after they messed up. They couldn't deny any of that. And he didn't want to talk too much about what had gone right.
Yeah.
So I got some things I got to work on.
He's like, Dad, I'm sorry. I didn't play it the way I was supposed to. That's how, and he's always been like that. They get caught up in all this in the flash, but the football player has a high standard for himself.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in all.
And he does have Brady for a mentor.
Yeah. But that was probably one of the mostly high-rated preseason games. Because preseason, most people don't pay attention.
Yeah,
they watch a little bit of it.
They paid attention.
They paid attention last night.
And that stadium was pretty packed last night for a preseason
And with
game.
Browns fans, too.
Yes.
Because they was cheering. I'm like, it's an away game.
Yeah.
And they were in there cheering for him because he's that boy. He's good. And you're right. It's that you're putting expectation on a rookie quarterback. That's not even a first-round draft pick. Most fifth-round picks should have been. Most fifth-round picks, you don't really pay much attention to them.
Which tells me where he was in the draft, tells me those draft positions are highly managed.
Oh, to a certain degree they are.
Yeah, they're highly managed.
Certain degree.
Because how does he drop all the way down?
The owner came out and said he wasn't my pick. He's like a week or two ago.
Okay.
Now, most owners will not come out in public and say, I didn't want him. The GM chose him.
Okay.
Most owners won't even say that.
No.
Why would you say that about somebody that's on your team?
Because they don't want
Because
it.
they don't want him.
And that is the product of ownership conversations. That's not a low-level conversation.
That's supposed to be behind the scenes.
That's the most powerful leaders or the most powerful union in the world, the NFL, in their meetings, I believe, I could be totally wrong, somebody can change my mind, that they manage the results of a lot of things, especially who they want and who they don't want, who they're going to choose, who they're not going to choose, how this coach is a good coach, or we're going to give this guy that has never won a game a head coaching job. That's collective.
Yeah. One guy, he used to be a Packers executive. He said there are things where they'll come to agreement on, but they're also highly competitive.
Absolutely.
And some will go against because I want to. At the end of the day,
They
I
wanna
want to
win.
win, and I want the money. I want the ratings.
Which is
and
where
all
I
that
think
stuff.
this guy's Shador Sanders is going to end up.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to say, "The heck with you guys. I got to do what's right for my business."
Yeah.
And those guys understand that. But they like the collegiality most of the time.
Yeah.
But they're also used to people like Jerry Jones and those guys making their own decisions and going their own way.
Because the thing is, they act like they don't want Shador, but they're using him for the ratings. They're using him for money. They got him on everything. His jersey was sold out. I think like the first day it came out. I mean, so it really is capitalism. I use you as long as I got you.
Yeah.
Even though if I don't want you.
Yeah.
And when I'm done with you.
But I was like, what do you mean this is a make or break game for him?
Yeah.
You put him in with the second team against somebody's regular preseason team. He's never worked out with them. And you say this is make or break? You're trying to make him fail. But he's not going to fail.
He's not gonna fail. He's gonna be
It's
all right.
football.
Yeah. He's going to be fine.
Got Danny from Lauderhill. We've got Derek from Camden. Good morning, Danny. How you doing? Welcome to On Point.
Good morning, Bishop. Good morning, Pastor Nick.
Hey, Dan.
Good morning, staff.
How are you,
y'all
man?
doing today? All right.
What's on your mind this morning?
Oh, it's so much. The last couple of weeks, I think you were having technical difficulties and what have you, but there's so much I want to catch up on. First of all, I want to thank you so much for your anniversary and things that's going on, and the work job that you all are doing is tremendous. And thank you so much.
We had a great time. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
When I look back and think about the things that you have done in teaching and what have you, just to add on what was said previously, the way you and Pastor Nick both and your whole staff, everybody, it's a team effort. And I realize that because if you didn't have a team, you wouldn't be successful the way that you are.
Absolutely.
Things over.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've most of our people have been with us a long time, and I really believe that consistency is a big part of what God wanted to do with us. If we were always switching pieces out,
yeah, it would.
I don't think we could have done half of what we've been able to do, Dan.
And I just like to add on to what was said is that the way that you make things plain, that you can understand it, and then the way that, especially with what you do, you said, you know what, it's been there all the time.
Yeah.
Look, take a look, it's there.
Yeah.
It's always been there. It hasn't changed. And I look and I said, you know what, he's right. I just didn't see it that way.
Yeah. We're surprised when we see it the first time, and then continue to see deeper meaning in God's word. We're still amazed by, and still inspired by teaching and preaching to the people. It's just, it's exciting.
And I just want to pass this on to Pastor Nick. Pastor Nick, I'm listening to the knocking. The door's open. It just keeps getting opening wider and wider. I think that I have a double door now.
Oh, the Revelation scripture, yeah.
Which one?
When Jesus pulled him at the door knocking.
Yeah.
And I want to come in and eat with you. Yeah.
Let him in.
That's right.
But the thing that I wanted to say also is that whenever you see Florida, there's nothing coming out. You think there's nothing happening in Florida. There's a lot that's moving, that's happening, especially with our school system, our educational system. They're all up in there. They're trying to change it and what have you. And I find that you have to go ahead and deal with your family and discuss things that you know that historically are true as far as what's going on. Because they're trying to change it like you were never here. You did nothing. And everything that you do is a failure, and whatever. But there's so much that has been done, especially with the state of Florida, that they want us to forget about, and it's all wrong. It's all wrong.
The impression from the outside of Florida, for those of us that are observing Florida, it looks like, I know it can't be this way, but it looks like, Danny, that by the time we hear about things, and it looks like by the time you guys hear about things, it's like 90% done.
Mm-hmm.
Is that truthful? Is that a misconception of those that don't live in Florida?
Well, what I see is that we're like a petri dish or a test lab or whatever they're getting ready to roll out. They'll try here, and then they take it nationally and do it. Like redistricting. They've already done that here in Florida. Change districts.
They're trying to do it again, too.
Yeah.
Yes, they're trying to do it again.
But the only reason politicians do that is if they believe they can't win.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So they cut your area away from your representation. Give it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe people are going to have to drive 2 hours to go vote. They're not going to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the hope. Make it hard.
And then they're trying to lessen the integrity of mail-ins.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do that, then our service people around the world can't vote.
Yeah. And the crazy thing that's going to shoot them in the foot, the majority of people that do mail-in votes are senior citizens.
Absolutely.
And a lot of senior citizens vote Republican. This census.
Yeah.
Majority of the places where the immigrants are, you would exclude the immigrants, are in places where Texas, Florida, Georgia, the states they win.
Yeah.
So it's not going to actually help you out because now you've excluded a huge portion of a base.
Well, I think they think, okay, we'll lose some of our own vote, but we'll also hinder or block some other people. I think they're playing this. I think they're balancing the value of people to them based on how to hold on to their seats.
Yeah.
And it's not about, you can tell by the policies that it's not about humanity. It's all about position and power.
Yep. Absolutely.
At any cost.
And money. Yep.
And that's capitalist again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How's my sister doing?
Blessed and highly favored. and thank you all so much, and keep the good work going. Thank you very much.
Let me ask you a question, Dan, before you go. Mm-hmm. Can you give us a Florida perspective on Alligator Alcatraz?
Oh, Okay, first of all, it's in the Everglades, deep in the Everglades.
Okay.
Deep, very deep. The location of it is perfect for what they're doing.
Okay.
Because there is a test or a runway that was specially built for pilots to qualify in landing on that particular strip.
Okay.
Nothing there, but it's just an airstrip.
Okay.
Okay. So what happens is that they bring prisoners in, and when they get ready to ship them out, you can bring planes in there, put prisoners on, and take off. You never know what's going on. The public does not have direct access to that area.
Oh, really?
The mosquitoes and they will carry you away. I mean, it's deep in the Everglades.
He said,
so,
the mosquitoes are that big?
Yes. I mean, you go down there, if you get bitten by a mosquito, you're going to need a blood transfusion. It's that bad, and there has been incidents where you've had relatives that have called where they've had things that are going on where prisoners are mistreated and what have you, and that they can't get medical attention and what have you. But nobody can get in there to find out exactly what's going on. So they have it ideally located. And if you listen to what they're saying, the only objection that they have about it is that, like the president said, he's just mad that he didn't think of it first.
Well, I actually think it's a test case for them spending $100 billion to revive Alcatraz out on the West Coast. Because anytime they're willing to spend $200 million for a ballroom, I mean, my goodness.
Yeah. Have you seen the White House lately too?
It
A
looks
gaudy
a mess.
I'm like, what? All the gold accents and everything. It
looked a mess.
It looked like somebody hood went in there and decided, like,
come on, man. I'm waiting on the shag carpet next. Come on, man.
It used to be classy. Now it looks like just so ghetto fabulous.
It looks like a flea market.
It does.
Come on. Come on.
I mean, you try to turn it to Mar-a-Lago. The amount of gold around
it's
just
ridiculous.
It does look ridiculous, man. It just.
I'm sorry.
It's just. I know.
I'm looking like, wait a minute. When did the mantle on the fireplace and what's the sconce on the wall?
Yeah, just.
That's gold too, and huh?
It's tacky, as they say.
Unbelievable. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Pastor Nate.
All right, talk to you, man.
Take care.
866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call and talk show in America. Why don't you give us a call? We've got about 8 or 9 minutes left before we have to sign off, and we'd love to talk to you. If you're a first-time caller, don't be shy. Call on in. We won't hurt you. Matter of fact, we welcome new callers. Pastor Nick. So we watched at least 3 or 4 shootings in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. And I'm wondering if there's so much cultural stress now that people, A, are taking these liberties, but B, is there anything about these last few months that people have been given permission to mistreat people?
Yeah. I kind of, former part, the general angst of people.
Yeah.
Like to show the guy that was the soldier that killed the 5 people that shot him, he looks crazy. Like, I don't know if you saw, he just.
How'd he get in the military?
Right.
How'd he stay?
Thank you.
Okay.
He's just looking
Yeah.
like nothing just ever happened.
I mean, you wouldn't have to be his mama to know something wrong with that boy. Yeah.
Yeah. But the general angst, the lack of care for people, the one that happened at Emory University at the CDC in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Somebody trying to attack the CDC down there. I mean, I don't think you can live if you build a whole country on conflict. Somebody's going to break under said conflict.
Absolutely.
If we keep doing us versus them, these people are against you, and somebody's going to take that
I agree with you
the
100%,
wrong way.
100%.
It's just, if Jesus is, again, going back to what kind of Christianity,
There you
if
go.
Jesus is the King of Peace, the Prince of Peace, that should be the prevailing thing we strive for.
You would think.
You would think. Not, if you're not for me, you're against me.
Yeah, but also you need to be at peace with however I treat you.
Yeah. Yes.
That's an issue for me.
Yep.
I always see these acts as symptoms of a national consciousness.
Yes.
That something's going on, and these points of expression are fruit of those symptoms.
Yes.
But I think most people just don't connect them. But if you won't, but I see them as indicators of a national consciousness,
Yes.
of a national stress. You know, so I don't understand.
Yeah.
We got Derek, we got Evangelist Snow. Everybody's calling with 8 minutes left.
Right, I know.
Let's go to Derek real fast.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to Evangelist Snow.
Hello.
Hey, Derek, how are you?
Derek.
Hey, Pastor Nick.
you doing?
Hey, Bishop. How y'all doing today?
All right, man. We only got a few minutes. What's on your mind today?
What do y'all think about the Eagles game?
I didn't see it. Did you see it, Pastor?
I missed the game. I was working. But
Yeah,
I was doing something.
we were working, man. You know, we
Yeah.
working pastors.
Yeah. But it's preseason, too. I take it with a grain of salt. When it gets down to it.
Did you see the game, Derek?
Huh?
Did you see the game?
Yeah, I seen it.
How did
I
they
seen
do?
it all the way through. I recorded it day one.
They won,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. How'd they look?
They look pretty good.
Okay.
They look pretty good. Yeah. And I'm doing pretty good too. I'm walking
that
around.
was my
I'm
next
at the
question.
center.
How you feeling?
I felt all right. I'm walking around.
Okay, that's good.
Doing
I remember
good.
when you couldn't walk, bro.
Yeah.
I remember when you couldn't do that. That's a blessing.
Yeah. So I'm just getting up, walking around. That's all.
That's good, man. Keep up the good work here.
All right.
All right, talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Evangelist Snow. Hello, Evangelist Snow.
Yeah, good morning, Bishop, President.
How you
Listen, I'm doing good.
doing?
I just want to tell you, I was listening at your broadcast when you were saying to invite people to service, because if it's a drug dealer, it's drug dealer Sunday. If it's a hoe, it's hoe Sunday. Well, I was working 11 to 7 last night talking to a young lady. She said, I haven't been to church in a long time. I said, well, this Sunday is, I haven't been in church in a long time Sunday. And guess what? Her name is Margaret Whittington. She said, well, I said, where you go to church at? She said, New Jersey. I said, where? She said, Bethany. I said, you talking about the Bishop Evans? She said, exactly. She hadn't been in 3 weeks.
Wow.
I said, well, this is going back to church in 3 weeks Sunday.
Yeah.
So I thank you so much. That is so cool. I'm using it for everybody. Whatever you're going through, it's your Sunday.
That's right.
So thank you. Y'all have a great day.
You too. Talk to you
All
soon.
right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
That was Evangelist Snow from Wilmington, Delaware. We got about 5 minutes left. Small item. So a Tennessee district has decided that a doctor's note will no longer do. Okay. Now, was that because people were getting doctor's notes willy-nilly? Or why do you have to be hospitalized in ICU in order to have a valid reason for not coming to school? And if you want people to come to school sick and they have something that other people can catch, that's a problem.
The school district was saying, this one specific school district, they were having issues with kids not coming to school and whatever like that. So, and then one of the VPs or whoever executives said, you know, we got to teach these kids what it's like to be grown. You have to go to work sick, go to work, blah, 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 blah. And these are kids now. They got to learn to come to school sick because, but again, this is only for a certain district. It's not for everyone. So but again, if I don't see you as a person, your status while you're working means nothing to me.
And I don't see the staff as people either.
Exactly. So the whole school ends up getting sick, and everybody's just.
I bet you this was a no mask crew during the height of COVID.
Oh, probably. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I think that is totally ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows that. But then you have parents who, for whatever reason, send their kids to school knowing that they're very sick, knowing that they're infectious, and then get upset when the school calls and says, you got to come and get your kid.
Yeah. The kid can't even focus in class.
They're throwing up all over everybody. Come on, man.
All right.
Come on. Well, we're coming to the end of our program. We're so glad that you joined us today. We want to invite you, of course, to worship with us tomorrow. Our virtual service is 8 a.m. Our 11 a.m. service, of course, is live. We'd love to have you join us here in Lindenwold, New Jersey, at Abundant Harvest Plaza. This is the home of Bethany Church. And we are a transformed nation. We want you to join us at 11 o'clock in person. There's nothing like it. I know some of you have gotten used to watching from home, but there's some elements in the service that cannot be duplicated in your living room. So you need to make it up your mind. I'm coming to church, get into corporate worship, get in corporate faith, get in corporate understanding, learning, get under the Word of God corporately, and watch the faith of each Christian support the faith of another Christian, and then watch God, that corporate belief, cause God to move in very profound ways. So you want to come on out and be with us. This is our Transforming Lives Month. We're always soul focused, but we're like soul winners on steroids this month. We want you to bring at least 2 or 3 people with you. We prefer you bring 5 folk with you, and most of them either backslidden or unsaved. Someone that has a lot of questions. Bring them out. We love having guests. We want you to be here with us during our Transforming Lives Month. Every Sunday this month, every Wednesday this month, is each one bring one. We should do that anyway, but we're focusing on that, heighten that, because we believe in God for hundreds of people saved in this particular month. So come on out and join us. Music ministry's full blown. Our Women's Day is coming up on the 17th, I believe. We're going to have a wonderful time. Our Women's Day choir is up around 130 women right now, and they're singing very, very good. So we're looking forward to them trying to outdo us on Women's Day. When I say us, I mean the men. We want you to subscribe to On Pointe Podcast on YouTube. We're going to migrate to On Pointe page in the future. We'll keep you notified. My latest book, Elevate, is out. You can come and buy it. Our bookstore's open today, or you can order it online. We want to make sure you understand that Power of God Plus is now on the market. You can get all of Power of God 2024 and 2025 and all the other content that we're placing on the site, and you can do it for like $14.99 a month. Subscribe to that. We want to pray with you, so send your prayer requests to prayer at gotobethany.com. That's prayer at gotobethany.com. Subscribe to David G. Evans 1 and BBC of NJ. Also subscribe to DGEMS, that's David G. Evans Ministries, and On Pointe podcast platforms. For Pastor Nicholas Smith, for our studio audience of 3, we say God bless you. Remember, faith acts like a thing is so even when it's not so, that it might be so. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.